Welcome to Together We Harvest. Today we are talking about the smartest, simplest, and most affordable way you can secure your home. And that's simply by using a security camera that is solar powered, wireless, and runs off of your home's Wi-Fi. The camera I'll be using to demonstrate in this video is by Camstro. I've got one in the front of my house already installed. I've tested it out. I know it works great. This one is going to be installed to watch the back of my house where we're standing right now. Before this video is over, I'm going to show you exactly how I recommend you set this up on your property. Camstro does make a camera, and I'll link both of them down in the description below, that runs off of cellular power instead if you don't want the Wi-Fi. The ones that run on cellular signal might be better if you need your cameras out in a pasture, the back of a barn somewhere, the back of your garage, any place on your property you want to secure that doesn't have Wi-Fi signal. Well, the nice part about having a wireless camera is that I don't need to plug it in anywhere. I don't need to run wires. I don't need to drill holes to put wires through. I can put these solar powered cameras pretty much anywhere as long as I have Wi-Fi signal. I can put it right here on this side of our house if we want to. The other side of our house right here, the back of my garage, or the front of my garage. But I think you get the picture. What I'm trying to do, only having two cameras, is to make sure that I secure our most vulnerable areas of our house. And right behind me is the front of our house, and that's the first and most important place, in my opinion, that you should put your security camera. Our front entrance is right there. We have our little porch, and then up here we have our camera, just like the one I showed you when the video began. The reason why I put it here is because I want the camera to observe people walking up and down the sidewalk to our front door. You'll also notice that it does have a cord going from the camera all the way over here, and then that attaches down to the solar panel right here. Everything comes with the camera. The bracket for the solar panel, the bracket to put the camera on wherever you decide to put it, and the screws to secure it. So we have a southern facing solar panel right here. It's going to collect the sun from the day. And the cool thing about solar panels is that they're charging a battery within the camera, so the battery stays charged almost at all times, even on cloudy days and even at night. The solar panel we just talked about is over there. I plan on matching that and having the solar panel on this side over here. The camera is going to go up here, and that's going to monitor the back of the house area over here. If you only have two cameras, my suggestion is doing the front of your house, the back of your house, or anywhere that you have exterior doors. One of the reasons why I chose this camera specifically, other than the reasons I've already shared with you, is because it holds its charge really well. The other reason is because it instantly sends me a notification anytime somebody walks in front of this camera. I actually just got notifications on my phone when we were just on the other side of the house about a minute ago when I was showing you the camera over there. Once you get the camera, you just read through the booklet. It'll show you step by step how to set up the app, how to link your phone to this camera, and go through all the different settings. This does have an alarm setting on it, so it can flash lights and make a whole bunch of obnoxious noises and hopefully scare people off, but it also uses that for you or your family members by accident. So you can adjust that in the settings of the app. I tend to like the app set up not for the alarm to make noise, but just for the light to come on so that it's not so loud, especially at night. I suggest setting up the solar panel first because that way you know how much cord you have to where the camera should go. So here's the long cord. I've got the solar panel right here, and then here's the bracket that it comes with that you would screw in. You've got 3 holes. Once you have it in place, you just tighten this down here, righty-tighty, and that way it's more stable and you can kind of adjust it how you need to capture the sun. The screws do come with it. They look like this. And when I set up the other one, I did not need to pre-drill any screws. I screw this right into the house and it seemed to work out just fine. Now you can take this and simply just screw it on. Now we have it at a pretty good angle, just like the one over there. Now the next thing is to deal with this cord we have right here, which I plan on running up behind the siding here. Then I'll have it run alongside the soffit up there onto the camera, which is going to be underneath the soffit next to this window. So you have a good view of this entire back area. So now when I put this solar panel here, I'm trying to hide the cord as much as I can. Of course, you can't completely hide it. But if I were to install the camera instead first, rather than the panel, I might run out of wire, and I really want my panel to be here. It's also going to be here in case I do get snow on it in the winter, which I don't think will happen because I'm underneath this gable side right here of my house. But in case I did, I want to be able to brush that off without having to climb on a ladder to reach it. I also want it here, of course, because it's facing south and it's at a really good angle and it's protected by the soffit right here, which is on this gable side of the house. The cord hanging down is where it would connect into the actual camera. The other stuff is hidden and it goes up that way. I'm going to tightly try to wrap it around as tight as I can to the soffit up there into the camera over here. Before you install the camera to your house or wherever you put it, it's really important to do two things. One, well, sync it inside your house to your phone first and have the app and everything. But before you actually put it on the wall or wherever you put it, make sure you insert a micro SD card right here underneath the camera. That's how your videos are going to be stored, and I think that's a really nice way to do it. Rather than having like a monthly subscription like some cameras have where they store your stuff in the cloud and you have to pay for it, this is completely free. The app does offer some cloud storage for a monthly fee. I just prefer having an SD card, and after a while, once it fills up, you just clear it and then it just fills up again. It's a lot easier and cheaper to do that. So you just press it in like a regular micro SD card. You power on your camera down here, so make sure it's powered on. You press and hold it until you get a light, like that. It's going to be looking for a Wi-Fi signal. It's going to be hopefully connecting with your phone. This has already been set up. Blue light, that's good. We're going to close this bottom section and we're good to go. Before you climb up on the ladder and try to install this and connect it to your solar panel with the cord from your panel to the camera, just underneath right here is where your camera is going to connect to the solar panel cord. The bracket you're going to use to install the camera looks like this. You've got two screw holes there, or you can even go through the top. So if you wanted this to hang from something, or not hang, but be screwed in from the top part, you could. The camera is going to go like this. You can actually screw it up maybe onto your ceiling or a rafter joist or the soffit or something outside your house if you prefer that. I'm just going to go straight to the side of our siding on our house using this flat, larger part of the bracket. So now you need to connect the solar panel to the camera underneath like I showed you earlier. Put it in place, clip it in the bracket. You can turn this manually kind of just to get it set up the way you want it. Once you're in the app on your phone, you can control it remotely with arrows and all that stuff. So you can move it up, down, turn it around, adjust the sensitivity, do all that stuff from the app. Now that this is installed, I don't plan on ever touching this unless something weird happens. I may put a bigger SD card in there for more memory. Other than that, this is going to be like this basically forever because there's no reason to move or touch the camera. I am underneath this soffit right here. I purposely put these cameras there so that they're out of the weather. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. They are weather resistant. They can survive in very cold temperatures. They can be right outside without any overhead protection if that's what you choose. At the moment of making this video, I'm currently using my phone that has the app that is connected to this camera. I'm getting notifications constantly that there is action and movement going around here on the deck. And that is exactly why I love this camera. It instantly tells you when something is going on. If you'd like to know more about these cameras, check out the link in the description below. These are a budget-friendly option, good for anybody, whether you live in town, whether you need it at your campsite, you live out in the country like we do, you homestead or not. This camera is for everybody in every situation. Thank you so much for watching Together We Harvest. I'm so thankful you joined me here on this homesteading channel. Hopefully this gave you some good insight and ideas on how you can secure your house in the future.